Hello everyone, we, the student of Zil College of Engineering and Research, Pune, presenting our BE final year project named as Neutral Grounding Resistor NGR under the valuable guidance of Professor Mr. Chinmay Deshpande sir. There are 4 cornerstones of our project. Their names are as follows. First is Dongre Suraj, then Veer Onkar, Amrale Jayant and Surve Vaibhav. So this will be the outline of our project. Myself Onkar Veer. Let's start with the introduction to our topic. As we all know that transformer is the heart of electrical power system, so the protection of transformer is a very essential part of it. And when it comes to the protection and safety, the term first comes in mind is the grounding of the device. NGR is the device used to serve this purpose. Neutral grounding resistor. As name indicates itself, it is a resistive device inserted in between neutral of the transformer and grounding terminal. It is used for suppressing heavy fault current by dissipating it into the resistor. It is also called as neutral earthing resistor or earth fault protection resistor. Further, we will going to have detailed information about it.
Hello everyone, my name is Vaibhav Surve. Now I will explain the importance of neutral grounding. As we know, if we have to drive any system, we have to maintain the balance. We have to maintain the proper balance between the system and system coordination. Same as in a 3-phase electrical system. In 3-phase electrical system, to maintain balance is the most essential. During unbalanced condition at distribution side, all unbalanced current are grounded through neutral. Hence, if we ground the neutral properly, the balance can be kept proper as well as the continuous supply can be maintained. This is the some important points which tell us why we need to ground the neutral. To elimination or reduction of physical damage to the equipment, extended life of connected distribution system such as transformer, relays, etc. Reduce operation and maintenance expenses, improve the network security and reduction in the unplanned shutdown.
Here we shown methods of neutral grounding. First is ungrounded system, second is solidly or directly grounded system, and then reactance and resistance grounding system. Resistance grounding system is again splitted into 2 parts, high resistance grounding and low resistance grounding. Ungrounded system has high risk of shock hazard. This drawback is overcome by direct grounding system, but when fault occurs, very high amount of fault current will flow through the winding, which leads to severe damage to winding. For this reason and also to maintain service continuity, NGR system is often the method of choice. We classified all the methods here from following conditions. Ungrounded system is complicated for locating faults. A second fault on another phase may occur before the first fault can be cleared. This can result in very high fault current which may damage equipment and disruption of both the circuit. In solidly grounded system, there is no service continuity on faulty feeder. There is danger for person is high during fault as a touch voltage created is high. So if we have closer look to the resistance and reactance grounding here, it gives better performance than ungrounded and solidly grounded system by limiting maximum fault current to a value which will not damage the equipment and allow sufficient flow of fault current to detect and operate earth fault protection relay to clear the fault.
Suraj Pradeep Dongre. Now we will discuss about what is NGR and the use of the NGR. Firstly, we will see what is NGR. NGR is called as a neutral grounding resistor. Basically, it is a resistor bank which is used as a safety device for a transformer, or this resistor bank can also use to discharge battery. Now we will see the use of a NGR. As in above slide, we come to know that it is used as a safety device for a transformer. In this slide, we will see how it is used as a safety device. As we know, transformer is one of the main part of a transmission and distribution system. Transformer winding is connected in star and delta connection. In distribution transformer, delta connection input supply is given, and at star connection output, that is load, is connected. As in star connection, there is 120-degree phase shift in RYB winding. When if the load connected to the transformer is a balanced load, then phase shift of a 120 degree remains stable. But if the load is not balanced, then there is a variation in 120-degree phase shift. As we know, the load of a transformer is not stable, it varies all the time. Due to this, the large amount of a current is drawn in the neutral of a transformer. This may cause a severe damage, or we can say this may cause the transformer can burst. To avoid this type of a damage, neutral grounding resistor is used. This neutral grounding resistor is connected between neutral terminal of a transformer and ground. So as if there is a current in a neutral terminal of a transformer, it will pass through the resistor. One thing I forgot to tell, this resistor is made up of rated resistance, due to which limited amount of a current will discharge in the ground.
Hello everyone, my name is Vaibhav Surve. Now I will explain how the classification of NGR is done. The classification of NGR is done according to the ratings of that punch stainless grid type, rod grid type, wire wound grid type are the classification of NGR or the types of NGR which is classified according to the rating. Punch stainless grid type is used for high rating NGRs, rod grid types is used for medium ratings NGRs, and wire wound grid type are used for low rating NGRs.
Now I will explain the construction parameter of NGR. There are various construction parameters which we have to consider while designing the NGR. First is rated voltage and current of the transformer, then maximum temperature rise on occurrence of fault, temperature coefficient of resistance, value of electrical resistance which is the most important aspect of designing, continuous current flowing through the device, and last one is rated time to pass the fault current and clear the fault. In case of NGR, rated voltage and current depends on the device to be protected. For NGR, we need material with positive temperature coefficient. The value of electrical resistance is decided by the customer according to their requirements. As per IEEE rules of designing NGR, maximum temperature rise is 760 degrees Celsius and rated time of operation is within 10 seconds. Now have a look to the point why we use stainless steel only for making NGR. Stainless steel is the material which obey all the norms designed by IEEE for grounding devices. It is the alloy made up with mixture of carbon, chromium, nickel and molybdenum, which belongs to the highly corrosion resistive family. Hence it does not get corrode or rust and ensures the longer life of the device. It has positive temperature coefficient of resistance, means with increase in temperature, resistance also increases, which will help us to suppress heavy fault current and serve the purpose of NGR. It also have properties like linear electrical resistivity, higher tensile strength and excellent toughness. Then better ductility for making strips, good hot strength to withstand with higher temperature due to heavy fault current, and also it is long lasting one. So it is the best fit material for all the required properties along with minimum cost.
Hello everyone, I am Jayant Amrale. Here I am giving idea to you about dominating key element, that is how to calculate NGR. There are some considerations while deciding the value of NGR. They are as follows. First, it is must that the fault current should be kept in mind while deciding on the NGR value. If the value of resistance too high, then it will limit the current to a very low value, which will not be able to activate the earth fault protection like relays of the system to be protected. Second, then the system capacitance should be taken care. The NGR should discharge the capacitor during the earth fault. Otherwise, the charged capacitor creates a transient over voltages. And third, the system voltage should be considered. This slide gives the formula to find the value of NGR. First of all, we need to calculate the fault current. To find the fault current of the transformer, that the transformer MVA or KVA rating and voltage rating will be given. Then the following formula gives the current rating for the earth fault, that is the fault current is equals to MVA or KVA rating divided by root 3 into line voltage. From this value of the fault current, the value of NGR can be calculated as given below. NGR is equals to line voltage divided by root 3 whole divided by fault current. Here is one example of calculation of NGR. If the voltage rating is 33 by 6.6 and MVA rating is 30, as a secondary of transformer is star with a neutral, so 6.6 kV ground through a resistor will be used. Earth fault current will be limited to 30,000 divided by square root of 3 into 6.6 is equals to 2624 amperes. The voltage between the earth and phase is equals to 6.6 divided by square root of 3 is equals to 3.8 kilovolt. NGR value is 3.8 into 1000 divided by 2624 is equals to 1.545 ohm. So NGR value is 2624 ampere, 1.45 ohm, 10 second.
I am Suraj Pradeep Dongre. Now I will shortly discuss that how NGR is manufactured. Firstly, let me tell you that to manufacture NGR, we have to design the structure of a NGR as per the requirement. This requirement of a NGR is basically based on the rating of a transformer. That means by getting the rating of a transformer, we can decide the rating of a NGR which we have to manufacture. Secondly, it is mainly depend on the resistance material which we are using. The resistance material mostly used for manufacturing is stainless steel, and we have also used thin plates of stainless steel. These plates are bent at the end, which is helpful for making the contact between the plates. While doing the construction, firstly we manufacture the brackets. The brackets are used to hold SS rod at a particular distance. Then mica tubes are put on this SS rod, due to which we can avoid the contact between the SS plates and SS rods. We also use mica washers to avoid the contact between two plates. Then these plates are connected with each other in series, and the connection is done with the help of welding machine. And finally, at the top, two terminals are brought out, in which one is incoming contact and other is outgoing contact. Then at the top, again the bracket is put, due to which the construction remains stable. Finally, this construction is installed in the panel, and here we use the insulator to avoid the contact between NGR and panel. At the end, the two terminals which we have brought out are taken out of the panel with the help of bushing, and that's how the manufacturing of a NGR is done.
Hello everyone, my name is Vaibhav Surve. Now we will see the overview of NGR. This slide shows actual overview of NGR after complete manufacturing. That includes bushings, enclosures, resistor banks and other element of NGR. The photograph shows the resistor bank that installed in a closed panel. To ensure the device quality of NGR, some tests are performed on that, which help to make believe that this device will work at fault condition very well. That test includes rated resistance test, Megger test, rated voltage test and temperature rise tests. These are mainly included tests which is need to be performed compulsory on the NGR before installing. Now we will see all tests one by one. First test is rated resistance test. In this test, using a digital ohm meter, tested and recorded the DC resistance value at ambient temperature and correct it to the required resistance value. According to IEEE rules, acceptance tolerance in that value is plus minus 10%. Second test is Megger test. The Megger test is performed for the checking the insulation level of the device. In this test, high DC voltage is given to the terminal of resistance and the enclosure. If the resistance is shown infinity, then this test is successfully perform. If the resistance is low between the terminal and enclosure, then the chances to be flow of current through the enclosure is increases. Rated voltage test. In this test, rated voltage is given to NGR by external source. This voltage kept for the 1 minute. If the voltage is sustained to the terminals and resistance, then this test is successfully performed. Temperature rise test. In this test, a rated current is passed through NGR and temperature is recorded. If at the time of test temperature exceeds the limit, then the needed changes is done in the NGR panel and temperature is maintained according to IEEE standards.
This slide gives the advantages of using a NGR. First, reduced operation and maintenance expenses. Second, fast isolation of the original fault. Third, reduced transient or voltages. Fourth, reduced physical damage on the equipment at fault. Fifth, simplification of ground fault location. Sixth, increased life and protection of transformers, generators and related equipments. 7. Reduce frequency of fault. 8. Increase protection in the use of lightning arresters. And at last, increased safety for the personnel. This slide is of IEEE standards for requirements, terminology and test procedures for neutral grounding devices. IEEE standard C57.32 2015. These standards applies to devices used for the purpose of controlling the ground current or the potentials to the ground of an alternating current system. These devices are grounding transformer, ground fault neutralizers, resistors, reactors. The standard 32 was originally developed by the Neutral Grounding Subcommittee of the Surge Protective Devices and Committee of the IEEE Power Engineering Society. The neutral grounding resistance will be rated for both the current in amperes and time in seconds. IEEE Standards 32 specifies the proper design criteria for 10-second, extended time and continuous time rated neutral grounding resistors. As per IEEE Standards 32, neutral grounding resistors are designed for an on time of 10-second continuous duty and a maximum temperature rise of 790 degrees Celsius. The IEEE standards are as follows. We will see one by one. First, resistor element. A resistor element is the conducting unit which functions to limit the current flow to a predetermined value. The element material shall possess a balanced combination of properties, uniformity of resistance and mechanical stability over the intended operating temperature range without any injurious effect to the elements and its associated insulations. Second, conductor connections. All conductor terminations shall be bolted, welded or braced. A low melting alloy used to join the conductors that will be adversely affected by the resistor operating temperature shall not be used. Rated voltage. The resistor shall be rated for the constant voltage and the rated voltage shall be taken equal to the line to neutral voltage. Fourth, temperature coefficient of resistance. The conductor element resistance changes to some extent with the temperature. The change may be calculated from the temperature coefficient of resistivity, that is alpha is equals to R2 minus R1 divided by R1 bracket theta 2 minus theta 1. R1 and R2 are resistors in ohm at temperature theta 1 and theta 2 in degree Celsius respectively, and alpha is the temperature coefficient of resistance. The temperature coefficient of resistance based on the temperature interval 30 degree Celsius to 790 degree Celsius shall not exceed 0.000263 per degree Celsius. This is to help ensure that the final fault current has a value sufficiently high to allow a protective circuitry to operate as intended. It is recommended that the neutral grounding resistors rated less than the continuous duty should be equipped with a resistor monitor to verify the tolerance and continuity of the resistance. The resistor shall be monitored continuously. Fifth, mechanical consideration. Resistor should be designed to facilitate lifting and should be provided with the lifting eyes or similar devices to allow safe, rapid installation. Lifting and handling instructions should be clear and readily available. Sixth, insulation level. The line end and the ground end insulation level shall be selected on the basis of fault voltage criteria. Routine design and other tests for neutral grounding resistors. A routine test is a test made on each and every unit of a specific design and is primarily a verification of quality. Routine tests shall be made on all neutral grounding resistors in accordance with the requirements. A design test, also referred as a type test, is a test carried out on a single unit of a specific design and is primarily a verification of the ability to meet in service application requirement. And a test design as a other is a test performed on one or all units of a specific design if required by the purchaser and is usually request to demonstrate conformance to special application requirement as opposed to the more general application requirements covered by a design test. A rated short duration high voltage withstand test for 1 minute. 1 NGR is often used to limit the ground current on several outgoing feeders. This reduces the equipment damage, limits voltage rise and improves the voltage regulation. Since grounds could occur in the rapid succession on different feeders, a 10-second rating is not satisfactory. The 1 minute rating is applied. The rated time temperature rise of 60 seconds shall be taken as the sum of the steady state rise and the additional rise caused by the flow of rated current for the rated time temperature rise test. This test shall be made by passing a rated current through the resistor unit. The temperature rise becomes constant and determining the hotspot temperature rise. The temperature rise test shall be made in a room that is essentially free from drafts.
This is the prototype of NGR which we have made. Here, bracket is used for holding all the setup of the device. Nut and bolt assembly is fixed on the bracket to carry resistive stainless steel strips. All the strips are connected in series and welded at each endpoint to complete the network. The strips are separated using insulating mica grade washers to avoid misconduction and internal short circuit. Two connection terminals are taken out at start for neutral and at the end for grounding connection. This is just small demonstrative prototype of NGR. Actual NGR is formed by stacking number of stainless steel strip resistive bank together as per the requirement of the customer. So, the conclusion of topic is NGR system provides more benefits than both the ungrounded and solidly grounded system. NGR gives protection against transient overvoltage. Main ultimate aim of the NGR is to limit the fault current. It just works as a fault current regulator. The resistance always opposes the flow of current. Because of heavy fault current, conductor may get damaged because protection relays needs some minimum time to isolate the power system. For that short period, the NGR limits sudden flow of fault current from the winding and reduces the exposure to arc faults caused by phase to ground faults and short circuit, and also reduces energy available to the arc flashes. Alternative protective system like direct earthing neutral causes serious disadvantage like potentially dangerous overvoltages, damaging circuit, fault current with possible arc blast. That is not in case with NGR, and most importantly, it ensures the personals and equipment safety. The system stability are also significantly improved. This is what all about the NGR. Thank you.
We have performed two tests on our prototype of NGR. That is, First, resistance measurement test, and second is Megger test. In resistance measurement test, we measure the resistance of our prototype with the help of digital ohm meter by passing DC current through it. In resistance measurement test, we measure the resistance of our prototype with the help of digital ohm meter by passing DC current through it. In a Megger test, we give a high DC voltage with the help of Megger and check the resistance between terminals and enclosure. The resistance between terminal is near to the low or zero, and the resistance between terminal and bracket is infinity.